the ingredients I will need for 2 lasagnas. So we first of all got some basil, oregano, salt and pepper. There is my spices. Hidden veg, we've got a bowl of mushrooms, just as many as you feel like. I've got 3 carrots here, 4 onions, they're quite small ones though, a whole bulb of garlic, so obviously half in each lasagna, 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, some white sauce. I've got 2 jars of that. This is Tesco's own brand one, free from. Some nutritional yeast, which is always good to add. I have 2 boxes of lasagna sheets here. I don't think I'll use both of them, but it's just good to have more, better than less. And then I have 4 OXO cubes. These are the meat-free beef ones. 2 packets of mince. Obviously, this is you can choose whichever mince you fancy. This is the Tesco own brand one. Some Violife cheese, and then optional, if you fancy it, add some greenery to it. I'm just going to use the rest of this kale. I'm going to chop it up really finely so it won't be seen. But obviously you can either use spinach as well, which isn't as obnoxious as kale can be. But I just got this in the fridge, so I thought I might as well use it. Cut it into quarters. Oh yeah. Oops. Then we have diced onions. Heat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius. So first of all, I'm going to add some oil to the pan and let that get hot, and then I'm going to add in the onions and garlic and cook it for about 5 minutes until they're all soft and fully cooked. And then once that's done, I'm going to add in my hidden veg. So that's the chopped mushrooms, the grated carrot and the finely sliced greenery. Obviously I'm using kale, but you could use spinach or not use anything green if you fancied that instead. If you have a particularly fussy eater, you could actually blend this mixture here before adding in the meat, just so the hidden veg is even more hidden. But now I'm adding in the frozen mince. Obviously, because it's not real meat, I don't have to worry about browning off the meat first. So if you did use real meat for a lasagna recipe, make sure you cook it properly as per the packaging guidelines, I suppose. I don't know how you cook meat, but there we go. And then I'm adding in the 2 tins of chopped tomatoes and also a tin's worth of just plain water, just so there's a bit more moisture in the pan. And then I believe I only add 3 of the 4 OXO cubes. It's just due to taste preferences. I think 3 was enough for this recipe. And then I add in about half a tube of tomato puree, which I forgot to share on the ingredients list at the beginning of the video. And then I add in a teaspoon of basil, teaspoon of oregano, and then salt and pepper as I fancied. No measurements there. And then I gave it all a good stir, turned down the heat, and then put a lid on the saucepan and let it simmer for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And then my favourite part of making a lasagna is making the layers. So you start off with a layer of the red sauce or your meat sauce, then a layer of pasta, white sauce, meat sauce, pasta, and repeat until you've filled the pan to the top. I need to get a better lasagna shaped dish because this one here is not ideal. I did end up having to break some of the lasagna sheets to make it fit nicely, but it's okay, tasted fine. But maybe I'll have to add on my Christmas wish list a lasagna pan. How much of an adult am I? I did also add some of the nutritional yeast to some of the layers just to give it a bit more of a cheesy taste, because the white sauce, as you can see, was a little bit thin. But I mean, I didn't do this for every layer, it just was a nice addition. Then I put that in the oven for 30 minutes and hey presto, look at it, it looks delicious. I then grated on the vegan cheese on top. I did that after I'd cooked it because otherwise I don't know if it would have been very good in the oven. It might have burnt a little bit because obviously it's not real dairy. This is a lasagna that is finished and ready to be eaten. And then we've got one more which is ready to go in the oven. There's just no pretty way of cutting and showing lasagna. I mean, it looks nice, you can see the layers there, but it's not the most aesthetically pleasing item of food, is it? But oh well, we're having ours with some garlic bread and some peas, and then my son had some too. Ellis's meal tonight is some lasagna, which I'm not sure if he will like, so therefore we have a safe food, which is some green cuisine dippers, frozen mango, which is defrosted, and this is the rest of his Pom Bear snacks he was eating earlier. Not the greenest meal, but there is hidden veg in this. If he does eat this, we'll be getting some veg in him, but he has eaten one at nursery today, so yeah. And this is the aftermath. He ate mostly the pasta of the lasagna. He wasn't too keen on the mince part of it, which is fair enough. He had 4 dippers and lots of mango, and yeah, like I said, all the pasta from the lasagna, so can't be too upset with that. Thanks so much for watching. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please comment down below what's your favourite pasta dish. I hardly ever make lasagna, but when I do, I remember how much I really like it, so I'm going to have to start making it more often. But yeah, what's your favourite pasta dish? Thanks for watching. Bye!